it going, everyone? It's Liam Catterson here with another episode of the Vampire Diaries, with episode number 8 of season 5. Silas dealt with, in a sense, because whilst he is actually dead, of course, with Stefan, he's still, of course, experiencing the trauma that he put him through. But, yeah, Silas has been dealt with, Amara, Tessa, yeah, that's all done with. And now we can focus on other things in season 5. Of course, there is the Augustine vampire situation with Wes, and there is, of course, the whole situation with, even though that Nadia said that she's going to Prague, I guess there's still a situation with Matt still there, as well as the fact that Bonnie, who's now back, is now the anchor to the other side. Of course, there are repercussions with her return, but yeah, we'll have to wait and see how that pans out for the rest of the season, because it's, as I said in the last episode of my thoughts, where I had the idea that I imagine that this might take a toll on her in the long run, because unless she does get used to it, then yeah, painkillers are going to be something that Bunny is going to be frequently taken, I imagine, because we saw a glimpse of how with Tessa going to the other side, we got a glimpse of how painful it is, and yeah, not pretty. So, but I'm looking forward to getting into this episode now that we are done with Silas, or at least everyone bar Stefan is. So, with that said, let's get into episode number 8 of the Vampire Diaries, season 5. Let's go.
Strength is an unforeseen side effect. Terminating transfusion.
Oh shit, oh shit, oh shit. I think he begs to differ. Oh no. Oh no, oh no, oh my god, oh my god! Is the term fuck around and find out applicable here? Because I feel like that is what's going on with Wes.
Big is this party going to be?
Well, let's see. Silas and Tessa are gone, and you finally aren't.
Which equals
You're back.
a massive cause for celebration.
Which equals a massive party.
She's back, but not back in a
Hopefully.
sense. I don't know.
Each of us have only...
This hair, by the way, kinda hot.
I mean, why not come back into the land of the living? Oh. Yeah, that's going to be a problem, isn't it? Okay, you're not being creepy. Oh! Shit.
Okay, I know
Oh,
this may sound lame,
goodness.
but we're starting over. You're coming to my party, it'll be free beer, and it'll be really good for you.
See tonight?
There's a complete blunder that's just happened there, Elena.
Well, that was an embarrassingly close call. Maybe I should be there so we'll spill all of our secrets and make out the movie mystery.
Come on, Damon, notice something's up.
You okay?
Yeah.
Does it look like it?
How about my favorite reading chair?
Oh. Oh, no.
Aisha,
How'd you know it was Jack?
Oh.
eye contact. We're getting started.
You translate, you drink.
A deal's a deal.
What the hell am I looking at here?
So, over the summer I went to Prague.
Inside of you. It's kind of like a human parasite.
Lovely
That's
image
such
to
a-
visualize.
So how the hell do I get it out of me?
That girl, the one that followed you back from Prague, was she, I don't know, feisty?
Kinda looks like me.
relaxing, ridiculously beautiful?
Hey.
Jess, you
Oh no, Aaron!
I'm sorry, man.
Oh god.
Holy crap, that's insane.
Yep.
You want to teach him about compulsion?
Oh, this is like, you know, really education, isn't it?
Yes, Steve. You survived a pretty traumatic event. And now you're back. And you've got nothing but free time to just relive that terrible experience in the safe.
Yeah. It's not like the pain could just go away.
Only to give your life apart after my entire family had been slaughtered by a psychopath.
I mean,
Hey, That didn't have any lingering side effects.
I was gonna say, I mean, that will do it for her.
All right.
Friend with benefits.
He's my best friend's little brother. He's still in high school, and I think I'm madly in love with him.
I mean, Bonnie really had long distance relationships to the extreme with her recent experiences.
Whatever the hell necrotizing fasciitis is.
It's a flesh-eating bacteria.
Oh no! What the fuck?
So I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna ask you a bunch of questions. If you answer me correctly, I'm gonna give you some of my delicious vampire blood, and it will heal you right on up. If you don't answer me correctly, we're just gonna have to see how much flesh these little guys can eat.
Oh my god, you're sadistic as hell, Damon.
Morbid curiosity. Which one of you is younger?
I am.
Fine. After Silas was dead, I was meant to kill her.
I didn't
Oh,
see that one coming.
at 2.
You were fine. Gregor, on the other hand, not so much. I just expelled his spirit. There's a reason why he wanted this knife so badly.
Oh shit!
It's the only thing that will truly kill a passenger.
Just like that then.
He's gone now. And seeing a friendly face over here certainly doesn't hurt.
Oof.
Sorry.
Okay, Jeff.
Pretty much had to wrestle Elena to get her to give me these.
It is, you know, I don't know. Heartbreaking, kind of emotional with the whole greeting people to the other side shtick. It is like, that angel of death, approach. Just, again, this is, I guess this is the second reference to Charm in a row, I guess, but, just thinking back to that.
So have you?
I am awfully smart.
And resistant as well.
Ebola.
Yo!
Why?
You're gonna really infect Wes with
You're
Ebola?
dangerous because we're your food source. I want to change that. Satiate Jesse temporarily until he gets a taste of what he really craves.
Well, what exactly does
Wait,
he really
vampire
crave?
blood or some shit? Oh no! Trying to eliminate humanity as the... Oh god. So you couldn't make them have a huge kick for animal blood. And instead you have to target people like Elena, like Caroline. I mean, yeah, what did the animals do, but...
My mom screaming. I went to check it out and I saw blood everywhere.
Vampire
They
or...
had bite marks all over the neck.
Yeah. Oh shit.
Yeah, they said a bear got into the camp. So I shuffled around.
Remember the good old days of the Vampire Diaries when it was always the animal attacks? Shit. Kind of hazardous to just leave that there. Especially with how people can be drunk and they might slip their hand on it. Oh, Stefan.
On the name.
Thomas fell.
You're in control. On solid ground. You're not drowning.
Way to just try and get him in control, I guess. Name his victims.
Gregor is dead. Happy now? You deserve better, Nadia. Rotten hell.
I mean, he was gonna kill your ma.
When you were training, sweetie, I'm a lot older than you. That means I'm a lot stronger than you.
Actually, that's not 100% accurate.
But he's got Augustine. Yeah, oh shit. Well, that aged well. Like Catherine.
He's gonna tear my head off, Elena, please.
Yeah. I'm sorry, but it had to be done before he got out of control. Poor Jesse.
No, Jesse, come here, hold
Oh.
on. Stay with me.
Because the Elena that I used to know would have given Jesse a chance.
That's not fair. What if there was no way of, like, there was no way of controlling this? There was literally no way, because he would have killed Caroline, Elena. But I guess she's none the wiser about what's happening with Jesse in terms of the Augustine blood and all of that.
I could run from the travelers, but there's
Catherine.
still one enemy that I can never escape.
Time.
Time.
It's the curse of humanity. Catherine. Stefan saved her. Shit! Shit! Fallen into his arms, eh?
You're Catherine Pierce. Suck it up.
Damn, Stefan. Bonnie and Jeremy this episode have been like horny to 20. Oh, this is a mood killer, isn't it?
I'm not ready. I don't want this.
Bonnie, what's going on?
Well,
And me. This is worth it. Any consequence is worth it.
any consequence. Be careful what you're saying there, Bonnie. Any consequence.
The outside world is not nearly as dangerous as the person you're inviting into your own bedroom.
Wow, how do you
Damn.
tell me how you really feel?
Yeah.
The day that I stop telling you is the day that we're no longer best friends.
Why does this say 12144?
What do you care?
Because I was 21051.
What?
I know.
You know I said I wasn't gonna kill you.
I lied.
Yeah, well, that's not gonna happen. And there we go. Oh, shit! Yeah, he's back in his cell. Damon Salvatore of 1953, I guess. Shit. What the fuck? Yo! That is just so... Yeah. So there was a time where Damon was being experimented on, and, yeah, I mean... Holy shit! Oh. There we go. Yeah, holy shit! That is just messed up. I mean, the whole thing is messed up as well, like, especially in terms of, because, yeah, vampires, you know, usually, when fiction depicts them, not really nice creatures. But it's just really messed up in terms of damning these vampires to killing their own kind, really. Rather than trying to find a way to cure them or anything like that. Instead, we just kill these vampires, essentially. Jeez. Thinking about it, I have made quite a few comparisons to Buffy and the Vampire Diaries. I mean, you got to, right? You know, Buffy is like the OG vampire show, isn't it? It's the GOAT, as they call it. So yeah, and it's not just that though. But I have made quite a few comparisons in the past, whether it would be from last season or whether it be, you know, Stefan and Angel, etc. Now we've got another one. Because I do feel like with the whole Augustine situation, now that we know quite a bit about them in regards to experimenting on vampires to make sure that they do not harm humans, that they do not become a food source, it is giving me the Initiative vibes. Yeah, I mean, it was quite the revelation, wasn't it, when it came to what Wes was intending in terms of making sure that, okay, well, the humans don't get harmed, but the vampires do. They become the food source with what I am doing to Jesse, as well as other, I guess, candidates, including Damon. We're going to find out a bit more about that, but yeah, like I said, it's giving me the Initiative vibes, because, spoiler alert, we're good? We're good, okay. We had that whole situation, about, you know, putting chips into vampires' heads and all of that, so they wouldn't attack humans and all of that, didn't we? Spike, of course, he had that chip in his head. That was a key plot point for season 4, wasn't it? Where he couldn't attack humans whatsoever. So, and here we are right now, where we have this experiment being conducted where vampires don't need to attack humans as a viable food source. So, yeah. So it is just very, very interesting how we have this organization. Although this is more like a secret society thing, isn't it, with the Augustine group compared to like this government group, right? So yeah, but it's just something that I have to point out, because the familiar essence is there again. So, and I know, like, there might be people that might not like the references to like Buffy and all of that, because I don't know, there might be people who might feel like it's grating and all of that, right? Because it's like, oh, there's another comparison, etc. But I don't mind it. So yeah. And it is just, you know, pretty funny at the end of the day, really. So yeah. But yeah. So, interesting stuff that went down with this episode. Like I said, not just in terms of finding out about the Augustine group as well, but, you know, even Catherine's whole situation. Once Silas was dealt with, Catherine was next on the agenda. So, you know, that was interesting. They're definitely pairing Stefan and Catherine together. I don't know if anyone else throughout the episode kind of felt like, with their bonding and all of that there was seeds being planted. And, you know, that catch was, you know, something that, like, really, really had Catherine's eyes make those heart symbols, right? Yeah. Because Catherine was ready to, yeah. She was ready to, like, die. And it was really, really sad that she would, you know, rather face those, you know, issues. Like, she'd rather, like, with the aging process rapidly accelerating for her. It is just really, really sad about the fears she's facing and how she just wants to not, like, face those fears, really. So... And would rather, and this isn't exactly a running option, but it's like, for Catherine, this is like putting her out of that misery, really, that she is facing. And yeah, and then with Stefan saving her, yeah, like I said, the heart symbols in the eyes, it was there. So, but it's also a really, really, it would be a very, very interesting way to see how Elena would deal with this, because, I mean, she's happy with Damon. She even rubbed it in Stefan's face last episode, and now this is kind of like a rebuttal, in a sense, when it comes to, like, the prospect of Catherine and Stefan, considering the history that is there. So, but of course, there was that little mention earlier on in the episode about that reminder about, like, you know, the universe and how it's trying to ship the doppelgangers together. So, and this could be a situation where, you know, Catherine, because Elena's got Damon, she seems content there. Or what if Catherine can take Stefan? And there we have the doppelgangers together. So, yeah. That's depending, of course, in terms of Catherine and her aging process. So, like I said, I do wonder how they're going to find a workaround about this, because I have made my thoughts about, well, you know, Catherine's got to do this, Catherine's got to do that, surely, because I can't see her dying of old age, right? So it'll depend on how things go for Catherine. But yeah, we'll just have to wait and see what does happen. But yeah, it was just very, very interesting, like, seeing Stefan's reaction to the revelation that Catherine is a mother to Nadia here. Like, which one of you is younger? I am. Love that. But yeah, with Stefan as well, trying to give some encouragement to Catherine. It's not just the saving part, but it's also the reminder of who Catherine is. You're Catherine Pierce, suck it up. It is like that moment where Catherine can just fall for Stefan because, like, she's in a bit of a bad place, as well as Stefan. But you've got Stefan trying to encourage. Like, this episode has had Catherine try to coach Stefan along, even when like Catherine was trying to get Stefan to relax and all of that, listing the name of his victims, I guess. And, you know, all this episode, Stefan has been contending with the PTSD of what Silas did to him. And I am liking how they're handling that. But in that moment where you know, Catherine cannot do this anymore, it was Stefan that saved her. And not just that, though, reminded her on who she is. And it's like moments like that where Catherine has been aiding Stefan all throughout. Yeah, moments like that just makes you wonder that, well, these two could definitely get together, and it plays in well with, you know, Elena's happy with Damon, so yeah. But yeah. Some very interesting stuff that went down in this episode with Stefan and Catherine. I did like the banterous nature they had with each other. I mean, of course, Catherine was a bit drunk, but I did like it. But of course, it grew, and it just makes you think, oh, these two could definitely get together. Maybe by the end of this season, who knows? So yeah, but yeah, it was all hectic with Wes, like I said, in regards to the revelation that Damon was a former test subject. That was a wild revelation. Because, yeah, I mean, that just seemed like it came out completely left field, right? So, no way did... Because there's no way to have anticipated any kind of... like, there was no mention whatsoever, or there was no kind of hint, I would say. There might be something, you know, that they've plotted during, you know, the past episodes of the season that would have led to this moment. There might have been little teasers and all of that. But, you know, I just could not have imagined, because, you know, we saw in the cell 1953, so that happened. Of course, when it comes to exploring Stefan and Damon's past and all of that, obviously dates have been a bit sporadic in terms of, like, it could happen in, you know, 1912 and, you know, 15 years later, for example. So we don't have the full picture, basically. But it just absolutely is wild that Damon has had a past and all of that with the Augustine group. And, yeah, so... and I guess it's not like his memories have been wiped or anything, because of the fact that he does recall the name. He just didn't know what they're like. What, like, he didn't exactly, I guess, know what they were all about and all of that, and he might have had some suspicions, I guess. So, but Damon was an Augustine vampire, so. Yeah. And obviously we're going to see some flashbacks there. We had those quick little white flashes, basically. But yeah, interesting stuff. So, yeah. There is a thing, though, I gotta say, though. I feel like Michael would be a bit of a good contribution to this. Like, Michael, Klaus's dad, to the Augustine group. Because they're creating vampires that feast on other vampires, basically, as a ways to, you know, eliminate the human, or the need of human consumption and all of that. And you know that Michael was, you know, hunting vampires as well. He was trying to hunt down his son and all of that. And, yeah, so I feel like there could be a bit of a tie there as well. I say that because obviously we've got the originals pairing alongside. Obviously there's no, I don't imagine there would be some heavy crossing over in terms of plot and all of that. Obviously, spoiler alert, for the originals, there is the whole situation with Tyler, and obviously, and how he departed from Mystic Falls and all of that. And then you go on the originals, and he just shows up as well. Obviously, continuing that plot from this season of the Vampire Diaries, where he was departing, where him and Caroline parted ways. So, so there are going to be some plot crossing over between the shows, although I don't think there will be any kind of heavy crossing over because of the fact that I don't know. I know there are some people who watch one show and not the other. So I imagine that, you know, that would entice people to, hey, check out the originals as well, or check out or vice versa, check out the Vampire Diaries to kind of follow this plot deeper, I guess. So, yeah, but yeah, we'll just have to wait. We'll just have to wait and see what happened with Damon in his 60 years ago, and how things ultimately. I mean, obviously, we know he survived and got out and all of that, but to get the full scope will be very interesting. And yeah, Bonnie's story was great. I mean, continuing the whole. I really, really loved that whole situation with the witch, when obviously she was assuring her to the other side and all of that. It's a frightening experience for the deceased, but it's also going to be a frightening experience for Bonnie going through these pains and all of that, as well as Jeremy, I guess, watching that happen. But I felt like it was really, really nice. It was kind of giving me Charmed references. I don't know. Just with, you know, the whole Angel of Death situation. So, yeah. So that was very, very... it's just funny. Like, for me, there have been 2 Charmed references in a row. Obviously, with the last episode with the 3 Ninas, and now... although this might be me stretching, I guess, because... I don't know. I just feel like with the whole Angel of Death situation, I feel like that's kind of... I don't know, that kind of fits in well with Bonnie being the anchor and being someone who can, assure that witch on the other side. So, yeah. As well as those who might not be ready to go, like Jesse. So, yeah. So, yeah. But, yeah, Bonnie's story was great. And, yeah, just going to Caroline as well, because, I mean, it was really, really rough for her to, you know, go at... Elena, because she lectured Elena for not giving Jesse a chance and all of that. But see, it's so rough because I don't think Caroline really has the full details about Jesse and the Augustine situation. Because even Damon was like, "But I'm older than you, and you don't have a chance in hell." But that aged well because of you know how. Because of the experimentation that Wes put Jesse through. So, you know, Caroline was going to be out of the loop, right? So, yeah. Still, at the same time, yeah, I mean, yeah, you could say that Elena could have, like, snapped his neck. I don't know if that would have worked, though, given, you know, Jesse's situation. But still, it was, I mean, it's not just the fact that she really, really loves Damon and all of that, but, he was gonna try and rip Damon's head off, so, she did what she had to do, really, so, yeah, but, I'm not sure about Caroline lecturing, Elena there, so, yeah. There is definitely that tension rising between Elena and Caroline, but yeah. Yeah. So, but yeah, I mean, this was a really, really great episode. Very great to find out a bit more about, you know, the Augustine situation and how Damon was a part of that whole shebang 60 years back. So, ooh. But yeah, great stuff. So I'll see you guys next time. Hope you guys enjoyed this reaction. You can check my videos on the right if you want to check out more of my content. You can also subscribe to my media feeds and channel if you want to. Hope you guys enjoyed this reaction. Hope you guys take care. And I'll see you guys next time. Toodles!